Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's not Russ here, back again with another video. Today we are going to be talking about the aftermath of the World Cup final. So, if you guys are living under a rock, Spain played Argentina yesterday, and we're just going to be talking about the things that happened, what we learned from the game, and what would be expected moving forward. Alrighty, so the first thing that I wanted to talk about was the main man, obviously Lionel Messi, bro. So the first thing that I took away from the game, not only this game specifically, but the World Cup entirely, is that Messi is still the best player in the world. There is no player that's better than Messi. For him to drag this entire World Cup Argentina team to the final says something about a player of his caliber and the performances that he's been putting on towards the World Cup. He played out of his mind during the lead up to the final, and the only thing that sucked was he wasn't able to, play the same way during the final because he didn't have any help. None of the players on the team were doing anything to help him out. Like Julian Alvarez had one goal the whole tournament, and he's supposed to be worth $100 million. That's just not even the case at all. Like Argentina did not play in the same capacity that they played during the last final at the World Cup of 2022. They didn't play in the same capacity that they played during the whole lead up to the final like they did in 2022. And so we had Messi at the age of 39 doing the greatest carrying job ever and carrying his team, his nation on his back. His whole back was fucking hurt right now because he put that team on his back and just carried them all the way to the final. Now, in the final, I could say that the only player that I know stepped up was Emi Martinez, bro. This man put in a hell of a shift. He had 11 saves. 11 friggin' saves. That is insane. That is just crazy. He played like the Great Wall of China, bro. He was saving and catching anything that came in his way until the unfortunate goal that happened in extra time with Nico Williams and Ferran Torres. That was just like beautiful play from Nico Williams, man. And that was somebody I was going to go and talk about next. Dude, he came on the game and the game just looked so different. Like he put in a lot more pace, a lot more energy, and I was like, man, this guy's balling out. He was so scary, bro, and he was matching the pace and the physicality of the Argentinian players. He was pushing people. He was making runs for the ball. Now he did have that little moment in the second half where he like tried to do a trick and the ball bounced out, and they could have gotten a second goal there. But that header to assist Ferran Torres, that was a beautifully placed header, man. That was like something you'd see off of FIFA, bro. That cutback, cutback header pass to Ferran Torres just where he needed it, and he just took the shot and scored the most beautiful goal I think of the whole tournament. Apart from Julian Alvarez's goal, that goal was really special. But beautiful player going forward from Nico Williams. He put his skin out on the line and just came on and showed everybody why he was or is a super sub and was one of the best players, a part of the best forward 2 years ago. Forward duo 2 years ago because he and Lamine Yamal lit up the Euros, and you know he kind of fell off with form recently, and he was injured and he wasn't starting, and he came on and did more than Yamal did this whole tournament. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? It's kind of crazy. And then something I also wanted to talk about was the Spanish team's play style, bro. This tiki taka possession like play style, they were fucking killing Argentina, bro. They were making them run for the ball. They were passing the ball and keeping the ball. They were taking shots and taking shots on target. Dude, they had like 23 shots and Argentina had 0 shots up until the last 10 minutes of the game. That was insane. That is still insane. That is an insane fact. In a World Cup final, you're holding Argentina to 1 shot in a World Cup final. That is crazy. That is absolutely insane, man. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely insane. It's just, I don't even understand. Because I was watching them play and they just make you work. They make you work so much for the ball and you just, how? How? It just doesn't make any sense, man. They're just so tactically disciplined and just organized, and they just take their chances. Everybody was making making comments about them losing to Cape Verde, and like everybody was proven wrong when Cape Verde made the run that they did and almost beat Argentina as well. Just this Spanish team, man, there's something special, bro. There's something really special. Something that I wanted to talk about was Pau Kubasi, or somebody that I wanted to talk about was Pau Kubasi, bro. Going into the tournament, I think people were more excited to see Lamine Yamal ball out, and he became an unexpected hero for the Spanish side. He played his skin out and he put his heart out for the team, for the badge. And that's what you like to see. It's crazy how all of these players are coming from La Masia, bro. They are all trained to pour their heart out on the pitch and put their heart out for the badge. And I think that's why he became the young player of the tournament, because he played like his life was gonna end, bro. He played like if he didn't win, his life is gonna end. Like he just put everything out there. Like I don't know how to explain it to y'all. He put his skin on the line. He put his body on the line for Spain, bro. He's just a generational talent, bro. Everybody was expecting Yamal to do something and shine and, take the lead for Spain, be the standout player. But I think, in my opinion, Pau Kubasi, that was a standout player for Spain. That was the best player on the pitch for Spain at age 19. That is absolutely insane to be doing all that for your country at age 19, man. That is just insane. This Spanish side, I think, is the most dominant side I've seen from Spain in a long time. This is, they just bullied everybody that they played against, and the only person that was able to score against them was the Catalan from Belgium. That's the only person that was able to score a goal this whole tournament. To only concede one goal this whole tournament is absolutely insane from Spain. Something else that I wanted to give some attention to was how mid this Argentina team was. Like I said, Messi was able to carry this whole team to the final. Outside of that, like the whole team was mid. Literally nobody was putting in any work. Nobody was playing after Messi or giving him any support that he needed. And so henceforth, whenever it got to the final, they were literally just exposed on a grander scale. Like everybody just saw this Argentinian team and they were like, damn, these guys are actually frauds. These guys are actually frauds, man. And I thought FIFA was honestly just gonna gift them a win. Like they were just gonna cancel all the goals that Spain scored. But it it just goes to show, man. Like you just can't depend on one person. This is a team sport. You just can't depend on one person to do everything. And Messi was doing everything up until the final. So like he's 39, man. Like he can't keep carrying y'all young bulls to everything. He can't hold your hands for everything. Y'all have to stand up and step on and show why you're worth the amount of money that you're worth. Especially Alvarez, man. I'm very disappointed in Alvarez. He could have played a lot better and he did nothing. Nothing. I swear to God, the only highlight from this World Cup that he has is that one shot that he took out of the box. And, that was a really important goal for Argentina's run, but still, like, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then every time Lautaro Martinez puts on the Argentina jersey, I always put him on fraud watch, bro. He's always on fraud watch in my eyes. Um, but yeah, man, that's literally all I want to talk about for this game. It was a really entertaining game. I wish that Argentina put in more of a challenge, but they just didn't have the personnel to do anything. Um, and so I think we should expect more from the Spain side going forward, especially like since most of their star players are still developing, especially Lamine Yamal and Kubasi and Nico Williams. These guys are still in they're still realizing what their prime is going to be like. They haven't realized their potential yet, and so it's just looking scary, man. It's just looking scary. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about with this game. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Ciao.